Welcome back to another episode of MotoGP Mac, and today we're going to talk about the race that just happened in Aragon. And oh my god, what an absolutely brilliant race, fully filled with drama. So before I get into it, here is how the race finished. Bastianini won it from Bagnaia, Aleix Espargaro, Brad Binder, Jack Miller, Jorge Martin, Marini, Zarco, Rins, Bezzecchi, Oliveira, Alex Marquez, Vinales, Crutchlow, Paul Espargaro, Remy Gardner, Morbidelli, Darren Binder, Gigi Antonio, Raul Fernandez, Marc Marquez, Quartararo and Nakagami. Now let's get into what actually happened in the opening laps of the race, and this really defined the race and could have defined the whole World Championship. Marquez coming through corner 5 lit up the rear end and the bike stepped out on him, and Fabio Quartararo was right behind him. Now the accident that Fabio had, he had nowhere to go. It wasn't Marquez's fault either, but the accident, Fabio went out the front door and the bike did actually roll over him. So he was very, very lucky to get up and walk away, but you could see afterwards he was very, very sore from the whole incident and did go to the medical centre. Coming out of turn 7 then, something did happen to Marc Marquez's bike where the rear wheel started to lock and the bike was pitching left. Unfortunately for Nakagami, he was on the outside of Marquez and Marquez bumped into him, and it resulted in a scary incident where Taka was flying down the middle of the racetrack on his back and bikes were trying to move out of his way. Now Marquez did go to the garage to apologise to him. Now onto the race itself. Pecco did fly off at the start and he was challenged straight away by Jack Miller, actually, with Bastianini following Miller. Now Bastianini soon dispatched Miller and never left Pecco more than 1 second out of sight. He did overtake him in sector 1, and Pecco did keep with him, and I was quite worried that Pecco was going to try and repass him at all costs and duff up his championship, but he remained calm and the Beast did make a mistake. However, the Beast was much faster in sector 1 and sector 4 than Pecco, and he was able to close the gap to Pecco whenever he wanted. With 1 lap to go, he surprised Pecco, overtook him in sector 1, defended through sector 2 and 3 and stretched the gap in sector 4 to come home a very, very worthy winner. This is a great result for Pecco as well. He's closed the championship down to 10 points on Quartararo. But behind them, the battle was actually brilliant also. Aleix Espargaro and Brad Binder had a ding-dong battle all race. Miller was in third after the Beast passed him, but Binder soon dispatched him and Aleix soon dispatched him back to 5th as well. And Aleix and Binder had a ding-dong battle, again very similar to Pecco and the Beast, not letting each other out of each other's sight in each other's wheel tracks. Aleix did catch Binder towards the end of it and came home for a well-deserved podium. His title aspirations are right back on now, being 17 points behind Quartararo. Good day for Jorge Martin, Marini, Zarco, all in the top 8 as well. Rins didn't do a bad race at all, a little bit out on his own, but it was good to see him. Bezzecchi, he had a bit of trouble at the start, dropped way back and did come back into the top 10, which is a good race for him. Miguel Oliveira, again, was a lonely race. Alex Marquez, we didn't see too much of him through the race, and he is normally a specialist here. Good race actually for Vinales. I know 13th doesn't really say it, but he did go right to the back of the grid in the opening laps after the incident ahead of him, so it was good to see him fight back through the grid. Cal Crutchlow did an absolutely brilliant race, his first race back in a long time, and he finished top Yamaha. We will have a discussion about the Yamaha situation. I think this has really highlighted all eggs in one basket. because Franco Morbidelli was finished in 17th. So if Crutchlow wasn't there today, there'd be no points for Yamaha. Darren Binder again finished quite close to Morbidelli. But look, I think it was an absolutely brilliant race. Wasn't as gripping as Misano, if I'm very honest. But again, the last 2 or 3 laps were thrilling in my view, because Pecco and the Beast were going at it. And, you know, look, while there might not be team orders just yet, I think this is Pecco's real chance to win the championship this year. You know, 10 points now behind. He does have the tail up right. He was beaten by the Beast today, but, you know, 20 points gained on Quartararo, 10 points to go. You know, the championship is open between the 3 of them again. So definitely going to be interested to see. I will be covering all the practices and the races for the Japanese Grand Prix, and of course don't forget to check in for all my daily videos. And with that, all I really would like to know is, what are your thoughts of the Grand Prix? What did you think of the Marquez incidents? What did you think of the Beast stalking Pecco all race long? What do you think of his passes? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video. I just want to take a minute to also thank you for watching my videos and the support that you've shown so far. If you haven't subscribed already and you would like to subscribe, it would mean an awful lot to me if you did. I'm starting this channel realistically so that we can all enjoy MotoGP together, with the aim of streaming a live video when the GP races are on.